Hi everybody. So today I want to talk about the visa situation over in Southeast Asia, in particular the Philippines, since the Philippines is probably the most favorable out of the ones that I will talk about today. I'm going to talk about Vietnam and Thailand as well. Thailand being the least favorable. Let's start with that. Thailand, before you head out to Thailand, you can actually get a 60-day visa before you head out at the Thai embassy. And then when you're there, you can extend that out another 30 days, giving you 90 days in Thailand. That's a pretty good chunk of time to hang out in Thailand. And then you can do border runs and extend out every 30 days. And I know a lot of people that do that. There are different visas that you can apply for. I'm not going to get into all of that, but 90 days in Thailand. Next, you'd have Vietnam. Now, Vietnam, you can stay for up to 1 year with the certain visas, and the cost is around $250, being one of the least expensive options over in Asia for as far as visa fees go. And you can also get that as a multiple entry. And then that leaves us with the Philippines. Now the Philippines is great because you can stay up to 3 years without having to leave the country. So let's kind of get into that a little bit here. Basically, in the Philippines, now you'll get 30 days upon arrival. That 30 days is called a visa waiver because you can show up without a visa and you'll be granted the entry permit. Now, you must have an exit ticket, or you must have a ticket showing that you're leaving the Philippines within the 30 days. Now you can do that in the form of a throwaway ticket, which you'd want to utilize or purchase within about 48 hours of your flight, because those throwaway tickets do expire at some point. Okay, or you can just purchase a real cheap flight out of Manila or Cebu going to Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia. Those are usually the cheapest flights out. And basically, once you've been in the Philippines 30 days, or actually before that 30-day hits, you don't want to be fined, then you can get another 29 days, and thereafter every 2 months for up to 16 months in total. That gives you about 2 years. And then you can also do 2 6-month extensions in the Philippines. Now, not every office or Bureau of Immigration will do the 6 months. I know Dumaguete, Cebu, Davao, I know those all do. But there are certain offices that don't do the 6-month extensions, and you can only do the 2-month extensions. Okay, so when you come into the country and you have the 30 days, you extend out another 29, and then you go in for the third time, or technically the second time, then you would get an ACR card. Alien Certificate of Registration. It's at that point where you would want to go open up a bank account or get your Philippines driver's license, because the banks and Department of Licensing, they want to see that you have like a year left on that Alien Certificate Registration card, ACR card. Okay, that ACR card expires every year, so you have to renew it. Okay, so let's go over a little bit of the fees now. Some of these fees are bound to change. Okay, this is just the latest prices that I have here. So the first extension is going to come at 3,130 pesos. Now, pesos currently trading for about 52 pesos to the dollar, so you're looking at about $62 for that first extension for 29 days. Okay. And then that next extension, that one is going to be 7,900, or roughly $160, and that's because of the ACR card. Okay, that ACR card is running you about 3,000 pesos, and then the extra 59 days, that's going to cost you 4,900. So that's why that one is a little more expensive. Okay. So after that, then you won't have to pay for that ACR card, that expensive fee. Okay, so that's the 2-month extension cost. Now the 6-month extension costs are 12,670 pesos. So you're looking at about $240. Okay. Or if you want to do the 2-month extensions, you do have a choice. You can do the 2-month extensions. That's going to be about 3,730 or 70 some dollars, about $70. Okay, so those are the fees. I believe the 4th extension around 4,300, about $86, and the 5th extension 2,930, and the 6th one is the last extension, and that one is 3,450. So the total amount for 3 years of staying in the Philippines without leaving is 25,480 pesos. That is 1 year, and that's why a lot of expats actually call the Philippines Philippines, because of the fees. Okay, so you're looking at about $500 for 1 year. You'll want to work that out into your expenses and your monthly budget, because you will have to pay for those fees. Okay, now another thing to note is 6 months out, if you're in the Philippines more than 6 months, you will have to do an exit clearance. They call that a ECC. Basically, you would go down to the Bureau of Immigration and you'd get an exit clearance, because you are not allowed to leave the Philippines until you have that. They won't let you out of the airport. Okay. Basically, they're checking to make sure there's no criminal activity, you don't owe any outstanding balances anywhere. Okay, so that's the ECC. If you're in the Philippines more than 6 months, you'll have to do that. Another thing I do want to make note of, a lot of the Bureau of Immigration offices are pretty relaxed. People go in with flip-flops and a baseball cap and a t-shirt and shorts, and it's fine. But I've seen some that have turned away people if they are dressed like that. So my advice is always just wear a pair of pants and a decent shirt and a pair of closed shoes to be on the safe side. You don't want to get down there and be turned back. The other thing is, I've also seen people denied for being rude. So be polite. I know it gets hot down there. You're waiting and it's a long day. But don't take out your frustrations on them. You just have to learn to expect this in the Philippines, okay? But if you're rude, they can deny you, okay? And then you're stuck leaving the Philippines. So don't do that. Just be polite and make sure you've worked out where you have half a day free, and go first thing when it opens in the morning. Okay, that's basically it. If you guys have any comments or questions, go ahead and comment down below. Hit that bell notification to stay up to date with the latest, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.